There are people around you who smile when you walk into the room but hope, deep inside, that you fail. They nod at your words while counting your mistakes. They laugh at your jokes while secretly wishing you'd stumble. This isn't paranoia, it's human nature. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. Humans do not change. We just get better at hiding our intentions. Smiles can be weapons. Polite words can conceal venom. The battlefield is invisible, but the stakes are real. Today, I'm going to give you the tools to see clearly. You'll learn 7 unmistakable signs someone despises you but is too clever or too cowardly to admit it. By the end, you'll be able to spot them instantly, protect yourself, and rise above their games. Imagine this. You send a message, a text, an email. Hours pass. A day. Maybe 2. Finally, a reply comes. It's short. Obligation drips from every word. Why? Because time is truth. People spend it only on what matters to them. Someone who respects you will find time. Someone who doesn't will invent reasons to delay. Think of history. Courtiers at the Renaissance courts had to earn favor by showing presence and prompt action. Those ignored were left to fade into irrelevance. Your modern world is no different. A person who consistently keeps you waiting is silently ranking you as unimportant. What to watch for? Replies that always feel forced or minimal. Excuses repeated so often they lose all credibility. Patterns, not single incidents. Exercise. For the next week, note the response times of people in your life. Identify patterns. Ask yourself, who consistently makes me wait? That person is sending a message. The message is, you are optional. One delayed reply is human. Repeated delays? A declaration of hidden war. The student of human nature notices. The untouchable acts, optional storytelling expansion. For a 10-minute delivery, share a short story of a historical figure, for example, a Machiavellian court advisor, who noticed delays and used them to gauge allies versus enemies. Walk the audience through imagining someone in their life doing the same behavior. Ask reflective questions to involve them. Include pauses and emphasis cues to extend timing naturally. Not all compliments are created equal. Some lift your spirit. Others feel thin. Polite words that float by, leaving no warmth. The hollow compliment is a subtle weapon. It's designed to keep you blind while the person reveals nothing about themselves. They might say, "Good job," or "That's nice," but the words carry no weight, no engagement, no genuine attention. Why do they do this? Because silence would expose them. By giving you a meaningless compliment, they avoid showing true feelings, yet still signal, "I'm not invested in you." What to notice? Does their praise feel mechanical, like reading a script? Do their eyes avoid yours, or glaze over when speaking to you? Is there a lack of specifics? A real compliment names the action, effort, or achievement. The difference is striking. A genuine compliment lands in your chest and makes you feel seen. A hollow one barely touches the surface, leaving you hungry for recognition that will never come. Audience exercise. Think of the last compliment someone gave you. Was it specific or just a formality? Start paying attention. This skill turns you into a human lie detector for social interactions. Sign 3. The invisible exclusion. Nothing cuts deeper than being left out. You hear about the party after it happens, see photos online, or learn of meetings you were never invited to. But here's the subtlety. The person will never tell you, "You're not invited because I dislike you." They craft the illusion of carelessness. "Oh, it was last minute. I thought you were busy. I assumed you wouldn't want to come." All lies wrapped in politeness. Machiavelli would recognize this immediately. Erasure is a weapon. How to see it? Keep track of invitations and group conversations you're excluded from. Notice patterns. 1. Off mistakes happen. Repeat exclusion is strategy, not accident. Why it matters. Exclusion shapes perception. Your absence becomes normal. Your voice, irrelevant. Over time, you lose influence without anyone confronting you. Audience exercise. Create a mental map of your social and professional circles. Note where you are actively included versus where you are consistently absent. Each omission is a clue. Each pattern reveals intent. Mini story. Engagement tip. Ask the audience to imagine they are in a workplace or friend group. Narrate how slow exclusion works like sand in an hourglass, gradually eroding influence without confrontation. Add pauses for reflection. Who in your life is quietly erasing you? Sign 4. The body that betrays. Words are easy to fake. A smile can be practiced. A compliment can be rehearsed. But the body rarely lies. It leaks truth, even when the mouth performs perfectly. Watch closely. Feet. Where do they point during a conversation? Toward you or toward the exit? Feet reveal where a person wants to be. Arms. Crossed arms are more than a posture, they're a shield, a signal that your presence feels threatening. Eyes. True respect is warm and engaged. Disdain glimmers in fleeting micro-expressions. A slight roll. A narrowed gaze. A jaw tightening for no reason. These are instant intelligence reports. You don't need words, they deliver the unfiltered truth of intention. Why it matters. Most people trust words. You will trust evidence. By decoding body language, you step ahead of deception before it even speaks. Audience exercise. Next conversation you have, watch the small signals. Feet, arms, eyes. See who is truly present and who is only pretending. Every twitch, every glance away is a piece of the puzzle. Sign 5. The effort imbalance. Relationships are a two-way street, or they should be. Yet, the person who secretly despises you will slowly drain your energy while giving almost nothing in return. Ask yourself, who initiates contact more often? Who remembers important dates? Who makes the effort to keep the connection alive? If the answer is always you, wake up. You're not in a relationship, you're performing. And the audience is indifferent. How to spot it? Genuine allies match your effort. They reciprocate without being prompted. Those who harbor hidden disdain let you chase, pull, and carry the emotional load without any investment in return. The Machiavellian lesson. Energy is currency. If someone consistently takes more than they give, they are not your ally. They are a resource to exploit. Your obligation is clear. Stop fueling the imbalance. Redirect that energy to yourself, to people who match or exceed your effort, or to building power that no one can take away. Audience exercise. Track interactions for 1 week. Count the effort you give versus the effort you receive. The ledger never lies. Patterns reveal intention. Mini story, engagement tip. Narrate a short scenario. You plan dinner. You drive. You pay. You call. They, nothing. They smile, but when you stop, the silence is louder than any insult. Pause. Ask yourself who in your life is silently keeping score, and are you winning or losing? Sign 6. Public undermining. The hidden enemy rarely attacks in private. True power lies in covert sabotage, making you look smaller while everyone else thinks it's innocent. A joke at your expense, masked as humor. A helpful correction that subtly exposes your mistakes. A reminder of your past failure delivered with a smile. The crowd laughs. You smile back. But the dagger has already pierced. Why it's dangerous? This is surgical social warfare. The goal isn't confrontation, it's reputation erosion. The more subtle the attack, the longer it works, the less anyone notices. the more invisible your adversary becomes. How to spot it. Who corrects you publicly when they could speak privately? Who exaggerates your errors in front of others? Who laughs a little too loudly when misfortune hits you? This is a pattern, not a one-off. Observe, catalog, prepare. Your Machiavellian response. Do not react emotionally. Do not defend or explain. That's the bait. Instead, take note, document incidents. Limit what personal information you share. Elevate yourself quietly, let your success make their attempts irrelevant. Remember, the ultimate revenge isn't loud, it's untouchable dominance. Sign 7. The strategic distance. The most cunning enemies don't vanish, they fade deliberately. They withdraw slowly, leaving just enough contact to avoid suspicion, but enough space to weaken your presence in their world. Conversations become shorter, meetings grow rarer, warmth turns into hollow professionalism. This is emotional abandonment executed like a chess master, gradual, precise, and intentional. Why it matters. They want you to rationalize, to excuse, to stay invested while they disengage. They expect denial to mask their exit. How to respond like a strategist. Mirror their energy. If they withdraw, you withdraw. Redirect your investment. Focus on people who value you, or on building yourself to heights that no one can ignore. Let go on your terms. Don't chase someone halfway out the door. Make the exit your choice, not theirs. The power in response. By not clinging, by matching their strategic distance, you reclaim energy, dignity, and control. They engineer departure. You engineer your untouchable response. Conclusion. The Machiavellian arsenal. Now you have the 7 signs. The delayed response. The hollow compliment. The subtle exclusion. The body that betrays. The effort imbalance. Public undermining. Strategic distance. These are your lenses. Wear them daily. Not to fear the world, but to see it clearly. Observe patterns. Protect your energy. Respond strategically, not emotionally. Knowledge without action is decoration. Action without clarity is wasted. Your Machiavellian response is calculated, silent, and unstoppable. Rise above the hidden games. Let your success speak louder than their deceit. Become untouchable. You've just been handed a set of lenses most people will never acquire. 7 signals that reveal hidden contempt, veiled hostility, and the subtle games others play against you. Delayed response. Time is truth. Waiting is a declaration. Hollow compliments. Words without weight betray indifference. Subtle exclusion. Being left out is rarely accidental. It's a quiet statement of your relevance or lack thereof. The body that betrays. Micro-expressions, gestures, and posture tell truths the mouth will never speak. Effort imbalance. Relationships are investments. When only one side invests, the ledger never lies. Public undermining. Subtle social sabotage is invisible to the careless, deadly to the unprepared. Strategic distance. Withdrawal is calculated. Respecting it is power. What ties them together is clarity and perception. Most people live blind, trusting smiles, empty words, and social niceties. But the untouchable man sees patterns. He measures investment, reads signals, and never mistakes intent. This isn't about paranoia. It's about survival and mastery. It's about learning the rules of the hidden battlefield we call human interaction and playing by them better than anyone else. Every sign is a map of strategy. Every pattern is a warning. And every calculated response is a step toward invulnerability. Outro. Your Machiavellian path forward. Now, the choice is yours. You can remain unaware, drifting through relationships blind to the forces shaping your world. Or you can rise above. What does rising above look like? Observe without reacting. Protect your energy like gold. Redirect effort toward those who truly value you. Let your success, calm confidence, and quiet dominance be your answer to every hidden enemy. You are no longer naive. You are no longer a passive participant. You are a strategist in a world of hidden battles. Remember, the mask no longer works on you. You see through deception. You understand the stakes. And most importantly, you are untouchable. Walk this path deliberately. Let every interaction become an opportunity to measure, learn, and rise. The world will continue its games. But now, you play on your terms. Stay sharp, stay observant, stay untouchable.